Hi, welcome back to Kweshunga. My name is Penelope Sanyu and I'm your lovely host. For those of you who are joining us for the very first time, Kweshunga is your space to play, to live, and to be inspired. And we've been doing a lot of inspiring the past few months, talking about being a CEO. So we've been writing letters to different CEOs out there. I hope you've received our letters. I hope you've loved our letters. If you haven't seen the letters, shame upon you. You better go and watch all these other letters that we have sent you. We wish you well. We love you. We want you to grow. We want you to thrive. And we are back again, still with another letter to the CEOs out there to say, look, this journey, you're not walking it alone. You are not walking it in fear. If you're in fear, we got you. We are doing it together with you, and we hope you will be inspired. So, last week, I hosted an amazing person who gave us very wonderful tips around dealing with failure as a CEO. And this week, I have yet another lovely person who is going to share. I don't want to... You know how they say they are serving and you're pinching. I don't want to do that because I want her to be able to talk about herself. And as she describes her journey to being CEO, and post being CEO, we will learn something, we will grow, and we will ask questions. So welcome with me, Miss Tanya, to Kweshunga.
Thank you so much for hosting me. It's such a pleasure to be on your platform.
It's my honor to have wonderful people featured on this platform because, you know, Kweshunga is not just for playing. It's also for helping people know that you can play and also work and also live and also do so many other things. So thanks for joining us. Who is Tanya? What does she do? Why is she here?
Tanya is a mother of three. Mm-hmm. She's a wife. She's a business lady. She's a brand influencer. For some of you, have seen this face on a couple of billboards.
Yes.
But most importantly,
I'm hanging with celebrities.
No, stop it. And most importantly, I'm a woman. Yeah. I'm a mother, and that inspires me more to be what I am.
Yeah. You mentioned you're a businesswoman, and I know that so many people, when they hear business, they're like, these are the women who are out there, hustle, what? Sometimes it's that, but also sometimes it's women who have made it to the top and are pulling other women up. One of the women that I love so much, Rhoda Kalima, said that when you open a door, leave your foot there so that other women can pass through. And I've seen you do that on your journey. Tell us a bit about the things that you do as Tanya in your CEO role.
Okay. So Tanya is a lady that introduced a new product to the market. Mm-hmm. And the product I had to do a lot of research, a product that would benefit every mother and child in Uganda, though I'm spreading my wings across East Africa.
Yes.
Yes. So Tanya is a lady that birthed the reusable baby diapers. Mm-hmm. You know, when you were very young...
No. First say that again, because, you know, so many people out there have had reusable pads for menstruation. We know about that. We've heard about reusable pads.
Almost everyone is doing it.
I have not heard about reusable baby diapers.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So I noticed everyone is focusing on the mothers, and I'm like, what about the babies? Yeah. As in, these are the babies that are giving birth to, they are even more vulnerable. Yeah. So, and I realized one of the basic things that they need is a diaper. Yeah. And I never at any moment ever saw myself going that line of business because I had done masters in oil and gas, and that is like, I wanted to be the bougie, you know, like chicken, oil and gas. Yeah. And then along the way, tables turned pen, and I ended up focusing so much about the kids and the children and the mothers. I'm like, this is one product that no one is thinking of. but it's very necessary.
No, you know, when we were kids, you were saying we used nappies.
Nappies.
With a big safety pin like this big.
Which was even dangerous. Like you'd mind your playful, movements. It can always pierce you.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, let me get a product that is a bit updated, but will do the same for every mother that does not afford to have a disposable diaper, for mothers that whose kids react to disposable diapers. So yeah, that's how I birthed this very special product, which benefits every woman. Every woman needs it. I'm a mother of 3, so, and I know when it comes to buying disposable diapers, it is so expensive. So I got these diapers. It is one size that fits all. Meanwhile, you can make it
Even with the biggest nyash you can fit in here, the babies, some babies have booty. Some babies have booty, so
you can make it short for like a newborn, and then you can make it big as they
oh, that's why these little buttons are there.
that are called eyelets.
You're seeing how all my village has come out on national television. But yes, eyelets. I love this because it feels so good on the skin, but also the ones that I have seen on the market before have like a polythene feel, which is loud and can scratch the skin. So this is very different. This is a very good product, guys. You need to check out Tanya's diapers.
I went and when I was doing research, because I had to bring a product that I know my kids will use, and I wouldn't want anyone to ever comment about my product giving a wrong review. I went. There are some diapers which are even sold downtown, way cheaper than mine. I went and did research and picked them out, and exactly what you said. So I had to bring a better product. So this is the insert you put inside to soak the babies. This is what they feel. It's so soft.
Feels so good.
So good. Of course, they have no chemicals. So they are the healthiest method any woman would use on their baby. No chemicals. It's purely cotton that you put on your baby. Once they soil, you remove, wash, and get another one.
Nice. And it doesn't, it sip, what is it, spill free. It doesn't go through.
It doesn't go through because it is all soaked into here.
Okay.
You also, of course, need to know when you have to change.
Yeah.
I always explain to mothers who are like, hey, you mean it will never leak? I'm like, even a diaper leaks. I mean, a pad. Like, you have to know when you need to go and change.
Yeah.
Like,
You can't make the kid wear this a whole day and think, Also, hygienically, it's not okay. Yeah.
like if the kid is a good eater, most probably they might like make it wet so often. Like now my Ganza, my little son, who is just 1.5 years, we change more often compared to my girl.
The girl,
So sometimes it varies on the kids' appetite and how often.
No, I love how rich this product is. And my question right now, like the lingering question in my head is, how does one even come up with this product? So first, the whole idea of being a CEO is a big thing. And then coming up with the right products is another thing. You talked about research and but I know there are so many CEOs out there. They are running entities, but they've failed to produce products that are relevant to the market. How did you get to that level?
That word is very heavy. I always prefer to be called like a team leader.
Okay, Madam Team Leader.
CEO, I find it so heavy, like CEO of an oil company.
Someone said someone in our first episode said you don't have to be the chief executive officer. You can be the chief enjoyment officer. You can be the chief energy officer. You can be CEO is many things. Chief thinking officer. So
Chief thinking officer. Okay, how was I able to come up with such a good product? I think first of all, it's passion. I'm so passionate about mothers and children.
Yeah.
And I'm a mother, and I know as mothers you always want the best for your
child.
for your child. You don't want to be a mother and introduce a product on the market and it affects other children.
Yeah.
That's the first step of being a mother and knowing exactly what I would want for my kid. So then doing research, finding the best fabrics. You have no idea how much money I spent on fabric.
Testing fabric.
Testing fabric.
Yeah.
No, this is not good. No, this is not soft. This
Yeah.
doesn't feel nice on the kid.
Yeah.
Then you read about fabrics. Some fabrics, when you use them for long, they bring reactions. I'm like, Jesus
This
Christ.
is not what I want.
This is not what I want. So I did a lot.
So you did your own market research and product research as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a person when it comes to kids, my kids, or any other person's kids, I want the best. I want the best. So that's how I came up with this product after doing a lot of research and getting the perfect fabric.
And the research also involved consulting friends, consulting the market, consulting, all those consultations happen. But were there moments in that research where you were discouraged? Because I know that seeing the product and people watching us might be thinking, sure, it was easy. You go, you do research, you arrive at the product, you have the product on the market, boom, that is it. What have been the challenges along this journey?
The challenges along this journey, first of all, the increased tax.
Everybody knows the increased tax.
On baby diapers, I cannot believe someone sat in parliament, someone who probably has children, forgot their past life of probably failing to pay for a diaper and sat and suggested that they should increase tax on diapers. I've gone to do research even in the most marginalized communities. I can tell you like 80% of mothers in Uganda do not afford diapers.
Of course.
I've done research.
We can't afford life. Robert Kamshenga said we can't afford life. Yeah. So how can we afford?
You go in villages and a kid is born to the age of 2 years. They have never used a diaper because a mother cannot afford it. Yeah. From the time they are born, they wear the clothes. Yeah. In our language, you call them obkuta. The cloth, they cut a lasso and they use. Yeah. And when you check those kids, because I have done it, you find the kid is burnt, has wounds, because the acid from the urine, it burns the kids, and you wake up to the news that they've increased tax on diapers, and you're like, these people are so not informed at all. We are not on the same level. They're not living in the reality of Uganda.
And the truth is they are not, because they don't understand that there's a need.
There is a need. I don't know why they would tax a diaper or pads, and yet condoms are free. Like sex is a choice. Moving forward, I believe that there are people out there that are able to make good decisions for us and table the actual problems that an average Ugandan is facing, is dealing with. And I'm here to bring a solution I might not be the person that will give people plenty of money or buy them food or what, but I'm here to give a product that will help every Ugandan or East African mother feel confident. You're happy when you see your kid happy and clean and healthy, But when you're worried about the next meal, you will not think of to buy a disposable diaper, which you have to do again and again and again and again.
We just need food in the stomach.
Yes. And then another thing, I just pray everyone embraces this. Being a product that doesn't have any chemicals. Some of the disposable diapers some of them have chemicals and the kids react to them. Have you ever opened a diaper and you feel there's a scent, like it's perfumed, and you're like, okay. But this one is not perfume, it's just this natural, scent-free. Also good for the environment because we don't have polythene. Yeah, we don't have polythene or plastic, which is used in other products. So hope I'm answering your question.
Yeah, you are. I mean, the challenges are bigger than just your personal challenges. Of course, the context within which we live and work also influences how we do our business. So the taxation system, all these things, even the reaction to the product is a big challenge. I just want to ask, to take you back a little. How did you raise money to do this? It's not a cheap project. This is not a 20K project. So, where does one raise the capital to do something like this? Of course, I know that friends come in, family comes in, all those things come in. But just if you could share your story a bit, and someone out there who's thinking and sitting on an idea knows that you didn't just land on the money, you didn't hit a jackpot. You've done some things, you've invested in some people for this to come to fruition. Yeah.
So how did I get the money? First of all, no bank would give me a loan because I don't qualify to have a loan. To have a loan, you should have...
And I know most of you have experienced that. You can't take a loan because, you don't qualify.
This and this.
Yeah.
But I just had an idea.
Yeah.
So I had a very nice car. I was driving a BMW X1, new, slick, looking so delicious. I was like,
Turning heads in Kampala.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not going to look rich when I'm actually broke. Like, I have an idea. I need to push for it.
Yeah.
So I sold off my car, got a cheaper one, basic one that can take me around.
Yeah.
What do you need in a car? Just move. As long as it can take you to your next destination.
Some people would disagree, but okay.
I know, but
some people want luxury, and but I hear you. I'm just messing up with you.
so I understand. So I sold off that car,
Yeah.
got a cheaper one, then got the remaining money and invested it in the business. And that's how I started it. I was like, okay, let me lower down my wings, but do something that I love, that I can easily push, that can also make business sense, financial sense.
Yeah.
That's how I got the money, and I think that answers your question.
It does. But you see, more than just getting the money, what I'm hearing you say is that sometimes you've got to face the discomfort of making lifestyle choices and changes that are painful, but are worth it in the long run. So some short-term pain for long-term gain, And I like that you did that. Were you not scared? Because what if you sold your car, what if you put in this money and things didn't work? How did you navigate fear, if at all it was there?
Benny, I was so scared because, first of all, I loved that car so very much. It was so beautiful. It was a gift.
It was your car. And we get attached to our things as,
Also girly, maroon, I was like, oh, wow. So I was so scared in the beginning. I'm like, what if things go south? Like, what will I do? I've already sold off a car. I have this one which has maybe less value. What do I do? But then I think sometimes it's about the friends that we surround ourselves with. So I had these girls that believed in me so much more than I think believed in myself. So these girls were like, oh my God, Tanya, you did that. Oh, you are a pusher. We know, we believe in you. If sometimes I'm like, I can't even disappoint. I can't disappoint myself. I can't disappoint these girls.
I know that feeling too well.
Every time they would be like, give us an update. What's happening? I'm like, now I did research.
An update for myself.
Yes. I'm like, now I did research. I got these fabrics. What's next? So these girls, it's the Pretty Tough Ladies Investment Club members. Those 5 ladies that I save money with. They kept pushing me. They're like, that's a very good idea. And of course, there was a gap. Like, babies are born every day. Where in Uganda, people can't afford literally basic needs. I'm like, this is one of the basic needs. So those are some of the things that every time I would be...
You're like, I'm afraid, but I have
to do this. I have to do this.
Interesting. You talked about a savings club, and it caught my ear because just, said pretty tough ladies. They are called pretty tough ladies savings club. I won't even go to that name. Why pretty tough ladies? But yeah, the fact that you even save. Sometimes the things, even on my journey, I've experienced that I can't save, not because I don't want to save. And people will be like, oh, you can't save. Whatever little you get, you have to save. Sometimes it's impossible to save because you're barely living. So what am I saving and what am I saving for? But tell us a bit about the savings and investment club, and how, of course, you've already said the value of friendships, but also how it has motivated you along this journey. Yeah.
Penny, we all have girlfriends.
Yeah.
So when you're with your girlfriends, besides gossiping and talking about a moment, what else do you do for each other?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's not
What
literally
beneficial
nothing.
things are you doing for one another?
And time is passing.
Yeah.
You wake up, 6 months have gone, you wake up 4 months
Every year, celebrate another birthday.
You show up to pop champagne for birthdays. Nothing important you're doing together. So anyway, this investment club, how it came about, I just pray one day you're able to have other members here.
Oh, it would be nice to have them. We will talk about bringing all of them here, but yes.
Yes. And those members were not even so close to each other.
Yeah.
I think we just had one thing in common, saving money.
Yeah.
So like Fabiola would say, Tanya, I get paid, then I buy clothes, go online, shop clothes, and the following day I'm like broke, I need to save money. I'm like, okay. Anne is very generous. Can see me, she's a giver. She'll give out everything.
Wait, these are the people in your savings club? Yes. But you people, do you think I'm going to talk to you after this? I can't. Of course. No, please go. Don't let my madness distract you.
Actually, Didan is the first person that pushed us to start. She's like, you guys, I MC and I get good money. Yeah. She's like the best MC at the moment in the country.
Yeah, she's really good at her job.
And then she's like, in the morning I wake up, I'm like, hey, was I popping champagne? I was telling people in the back, get whatever you want. And then in the morning she's broke. Then Emily is a very, very disciplined part of the member. And Jean, those are 2 kids. We have 3 Kenyans and 3 Wachiga. Yeah. It wasn't planned, it just happened. Yeah. So anyway, we're like, okay, let's create a group chat and we see how we can go about this, because we didn't have a script we are following, even how to start. So we're like, we created a group chat. We even talked to other members, our friends, that whoever wants to join can join. But then we end up having the only serious members were 6. Yeah. 6 of us. So we create a group chat. We start saying, how do we start saving money? Trust me, Penny, it's very, very hard to save. It has to be dedication. Yeah. Because we started with 300,000, we struggled. 300,000.
And meanwhile, you're making this money. No, you're making the money you're getting.
A month. You're like, what? I'm planning to get 300,000 a month. And we have a deadline. Like, you see the deadline is coming. Everyone
and the money is not there.
We have totally failed to get money, 300,000. It's unbelievable. Yeah. So I think saving is about discipline and knowing there is guidelines. So now we're like, every week that passes past the deadline, you have to pay a fine of 50K. Yeah. 50K starts sounding calito.
But until you have to make it if you fail. Now it's 400K because you failed to get 300. Now you're adding on to 400. It's
500K. Then you're joining another month. Yeah. So 500K plus
so
300K.
You're paying already 800 in the next month.
Stress.
That is serious pressure.
Oh my God! I pray one day you host the girls. You will laugh how we're all struggling to get 300K. So yeah, then we're able to, push ourselves and save. At the moment, we've bought land by the lake.
Oh, wow.
And we have plans of putting up structures which you will use.
I love that.
And pay us.
No, I really love that.
Yes. Yeah. So besides just having friends that...
So you're making boss moves. You're serious, pretty tough ladies making boss moves. We see you.
And also having meaningful friendships. Yeah. Because when we meet... we have what to talk about. We have money to talk about. We have trips. We are also supposed to travel to a destination once a year, funded by the like by a business account.
Yeah.
So sometimes you find those trips are very important, especially like us mothers. It's good to step
To
out
get
of home
away
and
for a little bit, to breathe also and take care of yourself.
and it's good to we travel with girls. So we are like, okay, this year we're supposed to go like to Namibia. This year we're supposed to go this country. So we get a budget for it, and you find it's cheaper and easier to travel that
As a
way
group,
than waking up and you're
going
like, oh, I
alone.
want to do this alone. It becomes
True.
hectic, less fun, and sometimes more expensive.
No, that's very, very inspiring, and I do hope that we can host a Pretty Tough Ladies someday. I'm just thinking through right now and saying, okay, so you do your market research. You must surround yourself with people who are calling out greatness in you, not these random people who are just for let's pop champagne and that's it. Surround yourself with people who value your dream, keep you on your toes, also challenging you. And yeah, someone recently on Twitter said that if you're the most the baddest, really, let me just paraphrase, if you're the baddest in your crew, you need to find another crew, because then you're not learning from them and they're not learning from you. You need to find people who challenge you every day and not just make you feel like you don't know, but make you feel like you need to attain more. You must attain more. You must attain more. So I'm glad that you're surrounded with a circle of people who challenge you, but also these people have pushed you to come up with a product that's not only going to save mothers and babies just in Kampala, Uganda, but also in Africa, because this product is going to go wide and far. So I'm glad. As we wrap up, Tanya, what are the like maybe 3 key things you would want a person starting a venture out there or already running a venture to remember, to take note of on your journey, the things you've learned, any lessons you've learned, and you're saying, you better do this. Yeah, of course, on top of all these things, surround yourself, do market research, whatever. But that one thing you want to tell someone out there that, you must do this if you're going to succeed. Please go ahead.
Yes, one of the things I think you must do if you really need to succeed is to remember no one is going to save you.
Nobody is coming to save you.
Save you. You have the dream in your mind. It is in your mind, in no one else's mind. You're the one to execute it, to make sure
knows the details.
you're the one to make sure you nurture it until it's out there, because some people have seen me on these Saturday markets, these markets, and I'm seated alone on the table the whole day and I'm trying to vent.
Because also I've seen your product at Tuvayo, the Tuvayo market.
I've been at Tuvayo. I think I don't miss out markets. As long as I'm in Uganda and I'm available, I have to do that. And people are like, oh, Tanya should be hiring someone to do that. I'm not yet on that level. I'm going to definitely be on that level someday. But at the moment, it's a new product. I need to put first to a client, explain to them how it works, teach them how to reduce it, make it small and big. And no one else is going to do that for me.
Yeah, but even when you're at that level, that personal touch is very good for your product. I mean, you're the owner of the product.
So your product, it's you to push it, and no one else will do that for you. No one else. Then another like fact or advice I could give out to anyone is that sometimes you need to be uncomfortable to be comfortable in the future. So that comes in like from the time I sold off my very nice car to get a cheaper car and invest in this.
And the forming stages are very uncomfortable also. Very.
Sometimes emotionally you feel like you're not doing fast, you're taking so long, but you have these processes to follow. And then you also have to be willing to learn from people around you, like very successful business people. So you have to be able to lower down your pride and get like mentors who have done well in business. You're like, how do I go about this? How do I file returns? Filing returns. Filing returns. I've said it. I didn't know how they do that.
The way it's the look on your face when you say filing return, clearly you have been traumatized by you guys. Be nice to our people. But
Like, filing returns, how to calculate this tax with this tax.
Yeah.
And also have big dreams. Like my big dream, I'm definitely having a factory here that supplies East Africa. And I'm already doing groundwork and pushing for it. And I pray one day when it happens, you be there. So like, hey, I had to mention it.
Yes, we have to come and celebrate and Kweshunga with the factory also.
That is.
From your mouth to God's ear, it will happen. It will happen.
So that's one. Whoever wants to start a business, first of all, you're passionate about it. You have to be uncomfortable to be comfortable in future, and then no one is going to save you. You have to wake up and save yourself, and look for that money, as well as doing something you really, really love.
I really, really love that. And I think for me, my biggest takeaway from my conversation with you, Tanya, is two things. The two big takeaways. One, being comfortable with discomfort. I don't think that I can ever overemphasize that, because sometimes we just want to fly before we can even run, do the runway, you know, like you've not even crossed the runway, but you just want to be in the air. And it's okay sometimes. There was an argument sometime on Twitter about, as you know, as a 30-year-old, would you go back to your parents' house? And I'm like, why not? Why not? I would totally go back home. In fact, if home was, I would totally go back home. So sometimes it's those discomforts. Then, how will they see me? Me, a whole penny. Now I'm going home. But it's all these things you filled your head with, you know, that keep that keep us from going ahead, because you've said, oh, the title CEO or team leader or whatever has gotten to your head, and you're like, no, I can't go back home. I can't be seen on a border. I can't. And then your peers are doing the thing. They are downsizing their lifestyle and growing their business and brand, and you wonder how they do it. The second major thing that stood out for me that you mentioned is file your taxes. You guys, you can have an amazing business, you can have all these things going for you, you can have a good branch and good brand, and then one day the taxman will rain on you because you are not doing good record keeping, your books are not in order. So whatever you do, put your books in order, keep all your receipts, file all your returns, do your rightful duty as a citizen to make your business and brand grow. Thank you so much, Tanya. Is there anything you want to say to us before we say goodbye to our lovely people?
Maybe where to find the product.
Oh, yes. Where can people get this? And what are your social media handles? Where can people get this? And if it will be on the supermarket shelves very soon?
Very soon. It's going to be on the supermarket shelves very, very soon. At the moment, we are selling online. You can call my number 0788 962 888. You'll be able to chat with me, tell you more about the product, and deliver it to wherever you are. And if you have an organization or as friends, or it's your birthday and you want to bless mothers, I think this is a perfect gift for them. So you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, just look Tanya Reusables, because my plan is not to do only this. I have a couple of other products I want to bring, but which are reusable. So yes, you can. That's how you'll be able to get the product.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So it's been wonderful questioning with you. Until next time, bye-bye.